Hello folks, welcome back to Caves of Qud. So I had a bit of a break here, the last video I've uploaded was about a week ago. I'm sorry for that, I'm back now. The reason I did not upload anything was that I didn't record anything, I just wasn't able to make the time. I was kind of busy, I had a bunch of things going, so yeah, but now I'm kind of back. I'm going to continue with this. Before we start, I want to give a little shout out to a comment, to an amazing comment I got from Telekinesis123 on my last video, and that was really a good one. Yeah, they kind of hit on a few things that are absolutely true. So the basic gist was, like, man, you're kind of boring yourself to death in this game. And that I need to challenge myself more. And that is absolutely true. That is completely true. You kind of put your finger on a bit of a thing that I was kind of in a rut playing this game. And that is absolutely true. That wasn't something that was conscious to me, or like that was on my mind that I actually noticed, but that was actually true. So I'm going to try to change things up a bit more now. And to do a few different things, and not like do things because I think I need to do them. So one of the points was, hey, go do different things, right? I was completely neglecting the 6-day stilt thing, for example. I was just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And, one of the reasons why I frequently died was that I just stopped paying attention at some point, I just was like, continue, and oh shit, there was something that killed me. And even like the last one, I thought that I was one-shot by a slug snout, and Jeff pointed out, quite rightly so, that I was not one-shot. I just, that was multiple turns. And that was another instance of me just, kind of glazing over. And that's not cool, because I kind of love this game. I really enjoy playing it, but I sort of robbed myself of that enjoyment. So thank you to Telekinesis and also to Jeff and all others that comment to kind of shake me out of this. And we're going to do some things differently, I feel. One thing that I also want to do, that I've actually been thinking about for a while, is that I'm not really all that into the way this is going, in terms of me recording a bunch of things, then uploading them over the course of the next weeks, and then playing again, because I don't play enough of this game. That's another problem, kind of, that I don't really allow myself to become better at it. And I want to change up some things a bit. There are a few other problems, like I put videos on the channel and I get super awesome comments from my regular viewers and from my irregular viewers as well. And I cannot really react to them because there's already like 10 more videos that I've recorded and I've already died in that run. But I've gotten really good feedback on maybe the second video of the run. But I can't really implement it because I'm already dead, right? So the next videos are super frustrating because you see me doing the thing that you pointed out to me without actually implementing any of that. So that is something that I have not liked in a long while. And I kind of want to change up some stuff here. So one thing I was kind of thinking about was to actually to also play the game off screen again, which is something I did not do anymore, right? I have not played the game without recording it since about episode, I don't know, 80 or something. Everything you see since then is all that I played of this game. And I think that's not really good. because again, I don't really allow myself to get better at the game and to learn more of the game. So I might do that as well. So, you know, to always just have two characters, one recording character and one not recording character. I might do that. I don't know. We're gonna see. The other thing I was actually kind of contemplating was that I really enjoyed streaming this game, right? So I did 2 streams of Caves of Qud, like the episode 100 and the episode 200 streams. And they were awesome. That was a lot of fun. And I might actually try to incorporate streaming more often now, not just at these milestones. So that I stream this for like 3 to 4 hours and break all that up into episode chunks as I and upload them to YouTube until the next stream. I'm kind of this is something I'm going to implement a bit further down the line, I guess. I also want to maybe get some feedback from you if you would enjoy that. If you are just here on YouTube watching this, there's probably nothing that's going to change here. I'm not going to do anything with face cam or whatever bullshit. This is just going to be, Caves of Qud and my voice. With the difference that I might be able to, to immediately react to feedback that someone might write in the chat or whatever, and that would be a fun thing. I don't know, that's just sort of a thing that is going around in my mind right now, and that would maybe also lead to more of this game being played on this channel. Okay, now I'm rambling. It's already 7 minutes and I have not started the game, so that's just kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm going to try to change it up a bit, like both in terms of the actual playing of the game and also the way I approach this Let's Play playlist. But for now, I'm just going to, I'm just recording it, and the stream thing is probably going to come later down the line, and it won't be all streams, I think, but yeah, I'm going to figure this stuff out, and other than that, let's start. So I'm going to abandon the Esper thing for now, because I don't really like playing Espers. Like recently, I tried to make it work again, and it was just not. I don't know. It was just not working for me. So that doesn't mean I'll never play an Esper, but for now it's I don't know. I need to, I need to find my joy again. That's kind of the thing right now. So I'm going to do something else. And this goes back to another recent comment I've gotten. Totally forgot who that was. I'm sorry. Or like the inspiration comes from another recent comment that I got. Let me see if I can see that. That was Lotta Caffeine, I think. Yes, indeed. From an older video. And that was just a little thing. I don't know, that wasn't really a build suggestion, but that was just the... I think they just said something like, I played with carbide hand bones and that was fun. So I'm going to do a similar thing. So we're going to start a new game, and I've actually already did the character recently, but I did not really play with it. So that's the kind of character. So it's going to be a strength and toughness build. Truekin again. Carbide hand bones is a cybernetics that gives you like fists that you can punch things with. It's Truekin, Child of the Hearth, which gives us a few cudgel skills. And yeah, we have the carbide hand bone, so we're going to punch things. The thing is, I don't know how long the carbide hand bones are going to be viable. I think we're going to run into damage problems later on, and we're probably gonna have to make the switch to a weapon. probably cudgels to stay with the blunt instrument punching thing, to stay true to that theme, but yeah, kind of like that. So the cool thing about carbide handbones is that it's going to make the start of the game a lot more fun, because we can just run around and punch things, and that's going to be awesome. So yeah, let's just try that, right? So we're going to go with strength and toughness. We have decent agility, because at some point we're going to have to shoot things as well. Because, you know, there are things like dawn gliders and so on that we would otherwise not be able to fight. So that's kind of the plan. We're gonna get a weapon, you know, at some point. Once you are sort of in the ruins around Gridgate, you can actually find good weapons rather easily. You know, the Mercurials drop laser rifles, the gunslingers drop pistols and laser pistols and all that kind of crap, so that's gonna work out. I am talking so much and I have not yet started this game, but that is all something I needed to get off my chest, so here we go. That was rambly as fuck. Jesus Christ. Press space to begin game. What is your name? I don't know. Let's go. Alright. Press any key. Here we are. So who are we? We are Gutschalad. That's a good name. So let's start with the usual stuff. Man, I feel invigorated. I can't... So telekinesis, I can't thank you enough for that comment. You actually put your finger on kind of a thing with me. Actually, you know, that's actually kind of a... I actually know of my tendencies there. That I tend to do that, to not challenge myself. You know? That's actually... But I didn't really notice, for some reason I wasn't really noticing that I did the same thing in this. And yeah, thank you so much for pointing that out to me. So what do we have? We do have Slam, which is good, because that means, can we... The question is, can we use Slam? We also have the Steel Mace already. So the Carbide Fist is 8 penetration and 2d3, which is actually really good. Man, that's really awesome at the start. So we're going to use these. Or at least one fist right now, because for now we're going to have to use a glow sphere. And yeah, that's going to be some awesome punching. But yeah, you kind of, that's kind of the thing with me, you know? My therapist could sing you a ballad about that stuff. About those tendencies, I guess. But yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the Steel Mace for now. In case for some reason the fist thing is not working out. We have a ton of injectors here, which is awesome. Love injector, rubber gum. And you know, that was also kind of a thing with me not really, you know, I wasn't really using all the stuff that the game gives me to, you know, the game becomes really fun if you just engage with it. And I wasn't really. Oh god. Man, that guy has a floating glow sphere. We're not going to be able... Yeah, we're not able to afford this in any shape or form. But that might be good. Definitely want a floating glow sphere. But not now. Okay. And you know, there were a lot of other little things that people pointed out to me that are definitely also true. Right? So... Like, one of the reasons I want to play, you know, more of this game and more regularly is that I constantly forget the little things, to think of the little things, you know? Like me dropping those copper nuggets all the time. It's stupid, because the weight to value ratio is much better than, you know, carrying around water all the time. For example, that was something that was pointed out to me, and that is super true. I actually know that stuff, but I don't think about that stuff, and that is stupid. So, yeah. fresh mind, fresh run. So let's get the weird wire conduit quest. Oh yeah, we already got some skill points. So we have culture proficiency and slam. I don't know if these apply to the carbide fists as well. But since we're going to make the switch to cudgels probably later on. Depends on how this is working out. We're going to see. But it might be good to actually, even if it does not work that way, need to check out the slam if that works. That's a cudgel, yeah. To destroy a wall or door. But only with a cudgel, right? So if I can slam around, then the fists might work as cudgels. I don't know if they do. We also have calloused already, which gives us more natural armor value, which is good. So yeah, let's see. Let's get this. The location of Sumo. And what is that? Boundel Soccer Urchin's Bane. Alright. That's down there to the south. We might actually do this before the Rust Worlds. I'm probably gonna do this before the Rust Worlds, you know? Change it up sometimes. And what I'm also gonna do is we're going to take the underground way. Because that's fun. Alright. So, let's kill that bat. Yeah, those fists are pretty awesome. We're just going to... This is also like, in terms of role-playing, this is super awesome. You know, we're just kind of a Dragon Ball character running around, punching everything to death. I like that. I really like that a lot. Yeah, the slamming does work, so maybe they are actually cudgels. Huh. Cool. Alright, so for now, we're going to do this a lot. Man, this is great. Okay, Norworm Skull is going to get right on my face. Wooden Buckler. Let me pick that up right now. So we have armor value of 7, dodge value of 4. We don't have block yet, so I think I'm not going to equip the Wooden Buckler yet. I am going to go for bucklers. As soon as we can get a steel buckler, that's going to move right onto my arm. But for now I think it doesn't... For now I kind of want to hold on to that dodge value. Also another thing is, obviously, that is something I was doing with a lot of recent characters, is I think it's probably not good to, if we do a dodge value character, it's probably not a good idea to sort of, sometimes I'm getting too much into a min-max mood. To, you know, to go for dodge value above anything else. And there's actually a pretty good argument against that. Because the thing is, when you go for dodge value with a disregard of anything else, that means that if you do get hit, if you do get a bad roll, and that's going to happen, right? The laws of probability dictate that. Then you're kind of screwed. So, you know? And conversely, like even if we go for like armor stuff, at some point we're probably going to min-max the armor, but at least in the early game, it probably does not make much sense to do that at the full expense of dodge value. So, you know, not getting hit all the time at the start is actually pretty good, even if because we don't have the armor yet to compensate for that. So, you know, it's kind of a similar thing with character building. I might actually try to get away from the mentality of, you know, I was usually when I built my characters, I'm going for the one primary stat all the time. You know, all the points that I get, I'm pushing it into strength. But maybe that's not actually that great. Maybe it's actually better to be a bit more rounded with that. You know, yeah, I don't know. That's probably better. Okay, attribute point. That said, I'm going to You know what? I'm going to put that into toughness, actually. Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe I should actually push strength at the start. I should actually push strength at the start. Whatever. You know, a bit of additional toughness is not bad. To not be as frail at the start. So, it's okay. We do have a heavy weapons thing. Two-handed guns. That might actually be fun to use heavy weapons for a change. I never did that, actually. I've never played with heavy weapons. Maybe we can go for heavy weapons later on. Could actually also do like heavy weapon and pistol or rifle. And, you know, switch between them. So I might, you know what? I'm going to go for shield. Because we are going to use bucklers. Whenever you miss with an axe or cudgel attack, there's a 25% chance you make an additional attack. We're gonna do that because that's just a passive thing that's going to increase our damage output. And yeah, those fists are great. We're punching everything to smithereens. That really gives you a great hand up early on. The good thing is we can still use gloves because it's an implant. It's not a mutation, so it does not take up a slot. Oh wait, silver nugget. That's great. Awesome. Okay. And generally, you know, I'm essentially going to practice patience and mindfulness a bit with this. You know? Like, even if things get a little rote, to still focus on the game and not run into my doom all the time. Okay. What is this? This is limestone. Can I actually... do I have enough strength to do this? No, we cannot slam through limestone. That's a beater bracelet. Fantastic. Alright. Spine fruit jam. Wonder what that does. Interesting. What else do we have here? Engraved beater bracelet. Let's take a look at that. Did I look at this? I think I did. Okay. Also, that probably, like, for these value items, having something like engraved on it is pretty great for the value of the item. I forgot how much of an increase engraved is. I think it's 20% or 30%. But for these kinds of items, that's actually quite a bit of water, so that's good. So let's see. All right. So we're just going to quickly do the red rock thing. I can't see. Oh, there's another door. Let's do auto explore here. Okay, all right. I want to slam that bat just for shits and giggles. There we go. So what do I have on? Leather apron, indeed. Okay. Oh, steel gauntlets. I already had steel gauntlets. See? Now there's again 2 armor value but -3. I think... yeah, I'm probably going to put on the steel gauntlets later. Using the Boskin gloves might actually be better at this stage. Oh, there are some books. It's just one book. That will not. This stuff will not be enough to actually get the thing. Like, even with the value items that we found, it will not be enough to get the floating glow sphere. Oops, that is a salt hopper. Yeah, we can kill salt hoppers at this stage of the game. This is awesome. I'm not going to attempt attacking the slumberling though. Slumberlings are not that scary. I used to think that they are like death personified. They kind of are not. They're kind of alright, you know? And they, you know, they lose their threat pretty quickly. But for now, I think they're just going to take us apart. So, not gonna mess with that. I'm going to equip the Warn the News just to increase our dodge value some more. So, armor value of 6, dodge value of 8. Good. And as the game goes on, we're probably going to focus our character building more on armor value, you know? I'm probably going to go all in on armor at some point. But for now, let's keep that stuff open. Strange tubes. That is a metal folding chair. It's probably nonsense to carry that around. There's some honey in that. I want to collect that honey and put it in one of my water skins. It's just 2 drams of honey, but yeah, might be okay. It will come in handy. You know, for example, oh, there's some cider as well. Oh no, I took the whole clay pitcher. That's not good. We're going to pour this into another container. Yes, I want to take from it. That means that water skin. I wonder who these things actually belong to. Does it actually say it? No, it doesn't. Home kiln of a canyon dweller. Yeah, indeed. Maybe it's the hermits? Maybe there's a hermit around? I don't know. Usually, like, in the Red Rock Caves, there are not really hermits, aren't they? At least here, under Joppa. I don't know. It's the slumberling. We're going to go down. Down, down, down. Okay, this is already at 27 minutes. The reason for that being that 64 drams of fresh water. Gonna pick that up. So we get some water going. Yeah, that's because I was talking so much at the start. My ramble cut into the video length. But I'm going to stop here. We're going to continue with this character next time. And that's that. If you have any feedback on my rambly plans, leave them in the comments. I would enjoy that. Otherwise, I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.